Now all of our clips have a certain set of attributes that we're able to adjust. These are things such as its position on the canvas, that is, its position on the screen, its scale, and its opacity, and its rotation, amongst others. To access these attributes, simply click the clip on the timeline that you want to adjust, in this case, this logo here, and then if I go up to the top here, we will see there's a tab called Effect Controls. If I click that, it'll open up the effect attributes. And we have a tab here for motion, and here you'll find its position. And by clicking and dragging the mouse left and right, I'll be able to adjust this number. If I click on it, I'm able to type in a number manually for more precision. So we have horizontal and vertical. We have the scale, which works in percentage, so 100% is its original size. So we can make it larger, or we can make it smaller. I'm going to make it smaller and then readjust its positioning. We also have the rotation, which will do as you expect it to do. Works in degrees, and we're able to rotate an asset. Put that back to 0. And then beneath that we have the opacity, which is how see-through a layer is. So I can make it more or less see-through, so it's more prominent or less prominent. And now you'll see that the logo stays there in the corner and is partially transparent. In our video projects, you will sometimes have need to add text. Now in video, text is called a title. To create a new title, simply go to the Title drop-down menu, select New Title, and we'll have a few options. A still title is one that will remain static on the screen. A rolling title is a title that will move from the top to the bottom or vice versa. And crawl will move horizontally from left to right or right to left. I'm going to select Default Still. It will then ask me to what video settings I would like to create my title in, and it will automatically be set to what your current project settings are. So I'm just going to click OK. And this window will appear here. Now this window allows us to create text and basic shapes. Now we create text using this tool here, the Type tool. I'm just going to click and drag a text box. I'm then able to type something in. And then just like you would in a normal text editor, we have fonts. So I'm going to choose a font. You can choose its style. You can choose where it's positioned. And we can adjust its size. Now on the right here, we also have some more properties that we can use to adjust our font. Now, the first one that we're interested in is the fill entry. And in here, we're able to change the color of our text. I'm going to make it red for a good contrast. And I'm going to click OK. And now our text is red. I also have options for creating a drop shadow, and I can change the appearance. And look of that shadow. I can also create a flat background color if I just want text on a flat colored background. Now I can also change it so that it's a gradient color, for instance. For instance, if I wanted to create a title card with a basic color background, or I can just leave it as a solid color. I'm going to remove that tick box because all I want is the plain text. Once I finish creating my title, I close this window, and you'll see now in our project panel we have a new object. We have title 1, and if I double click on that, it'll reopen the title editor. Now, this title works in just the same way as a video clip does. So if I click and drag that onto a higher video track, you'll see it'll overlay, and I can extend its duration as long as I require, so I can use it to cover the whole of my edit if need be, or just the portion of the edit that I require the text there to be. Now if we want to adjust the appearance of any video or still images in our project, that is called an effect. Some effects are for stylistic reasons, for instance black and white, making it look like older film or on television. Some are remedial, such as brightness and contrast, or some form of colour correction to give accurate colour. Regardless of what the effect does, all effects are applied in the same way. Now if we come down to our project panel, you'll see there is another tab that says Effects. If we open that, all of the effects for video, audio and transitions are all here in the same place. Now we're looking for a video effect, and we're going to look here. You see that they are all in logical subcategories. We want to adjust the brightness and contrast of our image, and we'll find that in color correction. Now to apply this filter, simply click and drag the filter onto the clip you wish to apply it to. So we've now applied this filter to this clip, and the Effect Controls tab, where we previously had our motion for scale and position, has opened up, and you'll see beneath that we now have a new entry, brightness and contrast. Now when you apply a filter, very often there will be no initial change to your video clip. That's because all filters have a set of attributes which we can adjust to vary the effect of that filter. Now here we have brightness set to 0, and beneath it contrast also set to 0. If I increase the numbers, the image will become brighter. If I decrease the numbers, the image will become darker. I want to brighten it slightly, and then if I increase the contrast, like so. Now you'll see we have this FX button here. That will turn that filter off and on. So you can see the effect before and after the filter's been applied. If we want to apply the same filter to multiple clips, we can select that filter, go Edit, Copy, select the clip that we wish to apply it to, placing the playhead over it so we can see the effects, and then simply paste. And that effect with those settings has now been pasted into that clip. If we wish to remove a filter, simply click on it in the Effect Controls tab, then press the backspace key to remove it.